Welcome back to Ego and Empathy, the podcast where we explore the psychology behind human behavior and the subtle ways it shapes our lives. I'm your host, Mandy, and today we're diving into one of the most deceptive and emotionally confusing tactics used by narcissists. It's called future faking. Future faking is when someone promises you a beautiful future to control your present. It's when they talk about plans, commitments, or dreams that sound too good to be true, and usually, they are. Narcissists use future faking to keep you hooked emotionally, giving you just enough hope to stay invested, even when their actions never match their words. Let's start with what it looks like. A narcissist might tell you early in the relationship that you're their soulmate, that they've never met anyone like you before. They'll talk about marriage, children, houses, trips, or growing old together, all within weeks of knowing you. It feels intense, exciting, and deeply romantic, but that's exactly the point. They're building a fantasy, not a foundation. Future faking isn't about love, it's about control. The narcissist knows that hope is powerful. When they paint a picture of the future, you start to emotionally invest in that picture. You imagine it, believe it, and build your choices around it. And by the time you realize those promises were empty, you're already deeply attached. Here are some common examples of future faking. 1. The promise of commitment. They tell you they're ready to settle down, that you're the one they've been waiting for. They talk about marriage or moving in together, but somehow, it never happens. Whenever you bring it up, they say things like, "I just need a little more time," or "We're not ready yet, but soon." They always say soon. 2. The promise of change. They hurt you, they lie, or they disappear for days, and when you finally confront them, they promise things will be different. They say they'll start therapy, they'll communicate better, they'll stop talking to that ex. But those promises vanish as quickly as they're made. They use words to buy forgiveness, not to build change. 3. The promise of shared dreams. They might tell you that you'll travel together, start a business together, build a life full of adventure. They describe it in vivid detail, making it sound real. You can almost see it, feel it, believe it. But when you start making plans or taking steps toward it, they become distant or dismissive. The dream was never the goal, your belief in it was. 4. The promise of emotional depth. They say things like, "I've never opened up to anyone like this," or "You understand me better than anyone." And yet, when you try to deepen the connection, they pull away, leaving you confused and craving more. That's part of the cycle. They feed you just enough emotional intimacy to keep you chasing it, but never enough to truly connect. 5. The promise of reconciliation. After a breakup, they might come back saying all the right things. They'll say, "I've changed, I finally see what I lost," or "We're meant to be together." It sounds sincere, it feels like closure, but it's not. It's just another illusion to re-establish control. Once they know you're emotionally back in, the same behaviors return. Future faking is one of the most powerful manipulation tools because it speaks directly to hope, and hope is hard to let go of. You don't stay because of what's happening now, you stay because of what you believe will happen later. That imagined future becomes your reason for enduring pain in the present. Psychologically, future faking keeps you in a loop of waiting. You keep giving, keep forgiving, keep believing, because you're emotionally addicted to the story. And the narcissist thrives on that, because as long as you're waiting, you're not leaving. So why do narcissists use it? Because they lack emotional depth. They can't truly connect, but they know how to mimic connection. They promise a version of love they're incapable of giving, because it makes them look good, feel powerful, and secure their control over you. Future faking also protects them from accountability. If you start asking for more effort or honesty, they shift the focus back to the future. They'll say things like, "Don't worry, we'll fix this when we're married," or "Things will be better when I'm less stressed." Always later, never now. If you suspect you're being future faked, there's one simple test. Stop listening to their words and start watching their actions. If their promises don't show up in behavior, they're manipulating you. It's not love, it's performance. Real love doesn't need big promises, it proves itself in small, consistent actions. When you recognize future faking for what it is, you can break the spell. You can stop waiting for a future that never comes and start focusing on the reality that's right in front of you. And that reality will always tell you more than their words ever will. If this episode helped you see something more clearly, listen to the others in this series, like the cheating narcissist, reactive abuse, and the super empath. Each one gives you another piece of the puzzle, and together they help you see the full picture of how narcissistic behavior works. The more you understand, the harder it becomes for manipulation to take hold. Thank you for listening, take care of yourself, and keep learning because knowledge is the first step to freedom.